Hip shaking mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do. Hip shaking mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do. Hip shaking mama, I love you.
Hey guys, it's Jennifer. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make over your desk area. So I'm showing you guys some DIY desk decor and also some organization ideas. And I tried to be as original as possible because I know these videos have been done before. So if you like this video at any time, please give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can try to get this to 30,000 thumbs up. And leave a comment down below of if you just want to talk to me. And don't forget to subscribe right here if you haven't already, because we are so close to 1 million subscribers, which I like absolutely cannot believe. And without further ado, let's get started. So if you're anything like me, then you definitely have a messy desk right now, but if you don't, then I mean, I really don't know how you do it. But anyway, you just want to clear off everything on your desk, and now we can get started. The first DIY is this faux marble desk. You are going to need a white table, some black, white, and gray acrylic paint, a paintbrush, and also a wet towel. If you don't have a white desk like me, then you can get this thing called vinyl film adhesive, I believe. And I got this white one from my local hardware store because they ran out of the marble one, which I was really sad about, but yeah, I had to deal with it and I had to make the marble one myself. So here I'm just sticking on my contact paper and smoothing everything out with a ruler so that there are absolutely no bubbles. I also used a blow dryer on the edges just to help smooth it out. So the thing with this paper is that it's waterproof, which means that if I paint over it, I can just wash it off with water, which is a problem. And I realized this after doing my first coat of paint, but then I saw that it left some stains and that it looked pretty realistic. So I just continued the process. Basically what I'm doing is I'm using some gray paint to create some random jagged lines that resemble a marble pattern, letting it dry, and then taking a wet towel and wiping everything down. But yeah, I just kept repeating the process until I had a look that I liked. Then I took my black paint on a tiny brush and created these lines that looked like cracks just to give a little bit more dimension. So like, I know this was a kind of ratchet tutorial, but in the end I guess it still kind of worked and I really like how it turned out. But if I really wanted to, I could still take this off of my table just by using some hairspray that'll return it to the original white. This next DIY shelf I saw on Pinterest and I literally thought it was the best thing ever. All you're going to need for this DIY are some popsicle sticks and any type of glue. What you're first going to do is take your popsicle sticks and lay it into a hexagon shape, and just take your glue gun or whatever glue that you have and just glue those sticks together. Then you just want to keep building up your hexagon until you have the height that you want. I actually only had about 70 popsicle sticks. I would actually recommend using about 100 or more because that'll be more of like a shelf kind of height. But yeah, you can just watch what I'm doing here and it's very simple. And I didn't want mine to be so colorful, so I actually spray painted it black and white to kind of give it like a, I don't know, what is this, like a black and white galaxy thing. I just hung it onto my wall with 2 push pins, and you can put anything you want on here. This next DIY is a geometric pen/pencil holder. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really into the whole geometric trend right now. For this, all you're going to need is a template. I will leave the link to this one down below, some cardboard, glue, and some paint. So I printed out the template and placed it onto my cardboard to act as a stencil, and I just cut all the pieces out. If you're planning to use this as a pencil holder, I would recommend shrinking the size to about 50% before printing because the original size was way too big for my pencils. In the end, you should have 6 pieces of squares, but we're only going to need 5, and also 8 pieces of triangles. So you're going to take 4 of your triangles and glue them to the sides of your square base. Let them dry at an angle just by propping them up. Once the triangles are glued onto the base and dried, you can take your 4 squares and glue them in between the triangles. And once those are dry, just glue the last 4 triangles in between the squares. If your cardboard is a nice color, obviously you can just leave it like that, but I painted mine white and then spray painted it gold because, well, you can see like it doesn't look that great. And then I just put some of my markers inside, and that is pretty much it.
One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
For this DIY tissue jar, you're going to need a jar, some pattern paper, and an X-Acto knife. If you don't have a mason jar like me, then you're gonna need to make your own by cutting out a large circle on the lid, and I would definitely recommend getting a parent's help for this if you're younger because I cut myself a couple of times and it was not fun. Also, be sure to press in the edges so that none of the sharp edges are exposed. Now I'm taking my tissues and removing them from the box. Since my tissues were too tall, I had to cut them in half, and then you just want to fold the tissues hot dog wise and put them into the jar. Next, take your lid and trace it onto a piece of strong paper and cut out the circle with your scissors. Then just use your X-Acto knife to create a cross in the middle as a slit for the tissues to come out of. Lastly, just place the circle onto the lid and screw the lid on. And that is it. I think this just looks a little bit cuter than the regular old cardboard tissue box. Even though it does take a little bit more effort, I think it's definitely worth it. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up as always and subscribe. And that is about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!